Hello Internet, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Generation 1. In the last episode, we took on the Celadon City Gym and defeated Erica to get the Rainbow Badge, and said goodbye to Margarine, which... Look, I got emotional editing that episode, and that just feels weird that it's a bundle of pixels, I know, but... Man, it's a bundle of pixels that I got attached to really fast. This time, we're going to be heading through Saffron City for the first time, but first, there's a couple TMs I want to use. First, TM08 contains Body Slam, and after some thinking, I've decided I want to teach this move to Lamp. While while Lamp isn't really a physical attacker, it's better than Roar, and also the potential to get Parafusion once Lamp finally learns Confuse Ray is something I don't really want to pass up. Body Slam is just a good filler move on Lamp. On top of that, TM21 contains Mega Drain, and I think I want to teach this to Hiket. Hiket is sort of focused on doing things that are a little silly with HP, and on top of that, we've had Tackle for a long time, and I don't know if we've used it a single time since Hiket learned Vine Whip, so... yeah. I don't have any other Pokemon I'm planning on using that I think Mega Drain would be particularly good on, so I decided that was pretty reasonable. Now, there's nothing left for us to do here in Celadon City, so we're just gonna go this way. And down this cliff, and into this gate. Before entering this gate, make sure you have either a fresh water, a soda pop, or a lemonade in your bag. Whoa, boy, I'm parched! Huh? I can have this drink? Gee, thanks! Glug glug. Gulp. If you want to go to Saffron City, you can go on through. I'll share this with the other guards. Seen an interesting theory that that guy is paid off to keep you out of Saffron City because, well, I think you can see why. Being evil makes me feel so alive! That would be based if you didn't murder animals. There's not really much for us to do here in Saffron City right now. Team Rocket is guarding most of the buildings that would have any side stuff for us to do, and frankly, I'm just sort of here to pass through, so we could enter this house for a very good TM, but we don't need it yet. Well, not necessarily that we don't need it yet, but it's... there's a Pokemon I'm gonna use on my team that it would be best for, and yeah. We're back out here on the road to Lavender Town. I will cut ahead to when I find Lavender Town. I don't know why I said when I find Lavender Town. That implies that Lavender Town was lost? Which, no. Okay, so before we do what we're actually, here to do, I want to head in here. A few episodes ago, I asked for nickname suggestions for our shiny Vaporeon, and I've decided on a result at this point. Okay. Hello, I'm the official name rater. Want me to rate the nicknames of your Pokemon? I do. I want you to rate this Pokemon that doesn't have a nickname. Vaporeon, is it? That is a decent nickname. This guy needs to get his glasses checked. I don't know if he has the right prescription. Okay. So, here are some honorable mentions before I give the actual name that I'm going with. Obviously, the first suggestion was a joking response of Aiden from my dear friend Aster News VA, because I'm Let's Playing Pokemon Blue at the same time Chugga Conroy's Let's Playing Black 2 and White 2, and he used a Vaporeon named Aiden. Faye later made the serious suggestion of Dasani, after the plastic water bottle brand that somehow manages to taste more like a plastic bottle than water. No wonder it died when it tried to expand to the UK. Juno, or at DarkTales24 on Twitter, suggested Koi after this very pretty variety of fish, as well as Mu, named after a lost continent in the Pacific Ocean, and Elan, since it would sound similar to Atlantis if I ever say Elan is. Later, Gator2 suggested Carl, so whenever he knocks out an opponent I can say, "Carl, that kills people!" Referencing llamas with hats, I think. Night Emerald suggested Squish, and I genuinely really considered this one because it's weirdly adorable. It reminds me of this gif of Vaporeon just collapsing in on itself. That's a pretty violent way to phrase that, but I don't know how else to. Cosmo suggested Grape and Lavender, presumably because Vaporeon is purple. I like grapes, and lavender is one of my favorite colors, but I feel like I get confused every time I mention lavender because I'll just think of Lavender Town. And the last honorable mention, Tyler's subscriber said I should name it Leafeon. It would be funny, because I don't know if I'll ever actually use Leafeon on a Let's Play team, but I don't know. I don't know about naming a Pokemon the name of another Pokemon. The name I've decided to go with, suggested on Twitter by Pancake Armorman, or Pancake Armorman as I think is funnier to pronounce it as, is Umi, named after Umibozu, a giant black humanoid yokai from Japanese folklore. It's a mythical sea spirit that appears to sailors on calm seas, turning them tumultuous, either breaking the ship or demanding a bucket or barrel from the sailors before proceeding to drown them. That's pretty dark. But consider it an allegory for how overpowered he was as soon as we obtained him. Seriously, we obtained him at level 25. That's about 10 full levels higher than Lamp was when we caught her 1 episode earlier. So yeah, I like Umi. It's cute and it's based on mythology. Or folklore, which I guess is a form of mythology. Okay, this Pokemon has been renamed Umi. That's a better name than before. I agree. Now, for what we're actually here for. Do I have the item I need in my bag? I actually don't know. I don't need it yet. Pokémon Tower. We're gonna head right up to the next floor. Because there's this rival battle that we've sort of not done and we've kept him waiting for a few episodes now. Hey, Winter! What brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead! I can at least make them faint! Let's go, pal! So, your Pokemon don't look dead seems to imply that one of his Pokemon is dead, and this is the first battle since he had his Rattata where he no longer has it. So, yeah. Do with that what you will. Pidgeotto is level 25, normal flying type, knowing the moves Gust, Sand Attack, Quick Attack, and Whirlwind. He basically just gave it a move that does nothing. I don't know why I'm going Body Slam. I think Ember would have been... Whoa. Okay. Pidgeotto does have a pretty high crit chance. And it doesn't help that apparently it just outspeeds Lamp altogether. I was sort of hoping to get the Paralysis. This might be a damage roll. Okay. Okay. Sand Attack. Okay. Lamp. Yes, we hit anyway, and... Okay, it didn't go for quick... If it went for Quick Attack, it still was up in the air. Lamp is getting to a point where she can actually deal with some threats on her own, though. That's nice to see. Execute is level 23, Grass Psychic type, knowing the moves Barrage and Hypnosis. He will not have this if he has Bulbasaur on his team. Okay. And, of course, it's going for Hypnosis. Barrage is the only move it has. It's sort of up in the air if that knocks out Lamp. Lamp is higher leveled. But also, if it gets a critical hit on the first hit, every hit will be a critical hit and it will knock out. If it hits 5 times, or 4 times, or probably 3 times, it'll knock out. If it hits 2 times, it might even knock out without a crit. Okay. Lamp, come on. Okay, it's only doing 3 damage. 3 times. Okay. I need to know when Lamp has reached her limit, and I think that is now. I'm gonna go ahead and switch into Vaporeon, since Execute can't possibly, use a grass move at this point. It really sucks that the AI makes its move after you've made yours, because that means, like, they can just know you're switching and use Hypnosis. The AI generally isn't smart enough to do it, but, like, occasionally it does, and it sucks. Sleep is just, I don't know. I think Sleep in Gen 1 is really interesting for competitive purposes. But when it comes to a single-player playthrough, it's usually not that much of an inconvenience, it just makes the game take way longer. And that element of it is not fun at all. Please, knockout. I don't know why I said that, as if it wouldn't. We're 5 levels higher, and that was super effective. Gyarados is level 22, Water Flying type, knowing the moves Leer, Dragon Rage, Bite, and Hydro Pump. Okay, so... Leer, okay. You can have that at level 22. Bite, okay. You can have that at level 22. Dragon Rage, maybe he spent a lot of time at the Celadon game corner in between the time when he was mourning here and then I kept him waiting forever. Whatever. Hydro Pump? Why? They could have given it Bubble Beam, Water Gun, instead they just make him blatantly cheat by giving it a move it literally can't have yet. I don't know. It's fine, it's not a big deal. But yeah, this thing does have Hydro Pump very early. I've already talked at length about how scary Gyarados is, and if you're doing this battle at the, time when you're meant to, which is when you first arrive in Lavender Town, this thing is a much bigger threat. Final Pokemon, well, second to last Pokemon, is Kadabra. Level 20, Psychic type, knowing the moves Teleport, Confusion, and Disable. It's also worth noting that if his starter was not Bulbasaur, he will have Growlithe at level 23, Fire type, knowing the moves Bite, Roar, and Ember. Or if his starter was not Charmeleon, is what that was supposed to say, probably. Umi is kind of tearing him to shreds right now. He is not putting up much of a fight in this battle. Okay, level 29. Catching up to the two that have been here the longest. Charmeleon is level 25, Fire type, known as Growl, Ember, Leer, and Rage, and you can see what his other starters would be on the side of the screen now. Man. I don't even need to let him see that Hiket is evolved. Like, I could. Hiket could easily tank an Ember from this Charmeleon, but, Yumi had this battle handled. What? You stinker! I took it easy on you, too! How's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the grown-up Marowak yet. I doubt there are any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, pal. Smell you later. Aiden's carrying on, that's fine. We're gonna go ahead and do the same. In Pokemon Yellow. Hey, Red, what brings you here? Your Pokemon don't look dead. I can at least make them faint. Let's go, pal! Blue. Sends out Fearow to lead. Fearow is level 25, normal flying type, knowing the moves Mirror Move, Growl, Leer, and Fury Attack. This moveset sucks. Peck is much better than Mirror Move, but whatever. The Pokemon he uses on his team here actually depend on what battles you lost or won in the early game. The difference is minor in this battle, so we'll talk about that more when it becomes more pronounced. Shelder. Shelder is level 23 water type, knowing the moves Tackle, Withdraw, Supersonic, and Clamp. I have to actually look a lot more carefully at my notes for Pokemon Yellow because the differences in his team are just weirder. Okay. Pikachu grew to level 31. Love to see it. Vulpix, level 23 fire type, knowing the moves Ember, Tail Whip, Quick Attack, and Roar. This is a much better sprite than what it gets in Red and Blue. Blue seems to be kind of ripping off my team a little bit here. He has Vulpix. We've already seen that he has Sandshrew in a previous battle. Get original ideas, Blue. Jesus. He even has Eevee. Sandshrew. Level 20, ground type, knowing the moves Scratch, Sand Attack, and Slash. I can just use Water Gun. I don't even need Bubble Beam to take you out. I was gonna switch out to Bulbasaur, or Ivysaur, but then I realized I don't actually care that much. Eevee. Level 25, normal type, known to use Quick Attack, Tail Whip, Sand Attack, and Growl. Sure. Ivysaur can deal with this one, sure. Ivysaur's getting close to evolving in this game too, so let's just get it out of the way. And we still have the almost guaranteed crit chance, so I think this just knocks out. Yep, critical hit, who would have thought? What? You stinker! I took it easy on you too! How's your Pokedex coming, pal? I just caught a Cubone. I can't find the grown-up Marowak yet. I doubt there are any left. Well, I better get going. I've got a lot to accomplish, pal. Smell you later. Alright, back to blue version. Even we could not identify the wayward ghosts. A Silph Scope might be able to unmask them. Alright, well I'm sure it's not actually a big deal, so surely nothing spooky will happen in the spooky tower full of spooky things. I was hoping for a wild Pokemon to— there we go. Ghost appeared. Darn, the ghost can't be ID'd. This sprite used to terrify me as a kid. It somehow manages to get across how ill-intent— that's not the way to phrase that. It clearly has ill intent, like it is not happy, but it has the smile, and it, like, I don't know, that freaks me out.
Get out! Get out!
The ghost will not attack, but you cannot fight it. Although, we'll never know why, because Lamp is too busy sleeping to get out. Lamp just doesn't hear it. Okay. Lamp is too scared to move. We also can't use an item. Well, we could, but yeah. All we can do is run. For now, we're gonna go ahead and use Dig and go get the Silph Scope from the PC. Now that we're here with the Silph Scope, let's go ahead and encounter a ghost again. Any day now. Why are they so uncommon? It will now appear as a Pokemon since the Silph Scope is in the bag. I almost said party. That's not a Pokemon. Unless you're using a certain glitch in the original Japanese red and green. So, there are a lot of possessed channelers in this tower to fight, and wild Pokemon to go over as well, so how about we go over those encounters and fight those channelers right now? Yeah, how about it? Here we go. Ghastly is an incredibly fast Pokemon with a high special stat, pairing well with the fact that it learns Hypnosis at level 27. Its whole game is moving quickly, using Hypnosis to put its opponents to sleep, and then sweeping with Thunderbolt and Psychic, both of which are moves it can learn through TM. Ghastly's main weaknesses are its abysmal physical bulk and equally bad HP. If Ghastly takes a hit from almost any physical attack so long as it's not resisted, that could very easily spell the end. On top of that, while Ghost-type Pokemon are meant to be super effective on Psychic-type Pokemon, an oversight makes it so Ghost-type moves straight up don't affect Psychic-type Pokemon, taking away one of the main draws. If nothing else though, Ghastly makes a phenomenal switch into a lot of battles due to the abundance of normal-type moves in the game. And if raising a Ghastly up to level 25 is just too much work for you, Haunter can also appear here, becoming a lot less uncommon on every floor you reach. Haunter is pretty much the same but better. It learns Hypnosis only 2 levels later than Ghastly and generally runs the same moves using the same strategy. And if you want to be a little silly with your Haunter, it learns Self-Destruct and Explosion through TM later. It's by no means the best user of either move, but it is still silly and that counts for something. Through trading, Haunter evolves into Gengar. Gengar is the fastest Pokemon with access to a sleep-inducing move, using it to immobilize opponents before hitting hard with Thunderbolt, Psychic, or Nightshade, and it even has the ability to explode if it's in a bad spot. This is all on top of the fact that it has a critical hit rate of 21.48%, by the way. Gengar's biggest weakness is its poison subtyping, adding weaknesses that do it no favors, while its ghost typing does still provide a useful immunity to the normal type. It also gets access to the elemental punches through Generation 2, if that's the kind of thing you're into. Gengar has a ton of variety, and it can easily fill a slot on any team, even if it is just a little bit outclassed by Pokemon like Alakazam. Cubone is an unfortunate case of a Pokemon who, instead of being made better by Generation 1's jank, is made a whole lot worse. Without access to its signature held item, all you can really expect Cubone to do is use Bone Club and hope against hope that it's strong enough to knock out a target it's super effective against. Cubone does evolve soon at only level 28, but we've already seen much better ground-type Pokemon, and I hate to say it, but we'll still be seeing even better ones in the future. I just can't recommend Cubone in this generation. If you're playing Yellow version, though, be sure to pick one up and take it back to the underground tunnel from north to south in order to trade it for that Machoke, because that will get you Machoke and Machamp registered in your Pokédex for free. So the channelers in here all have really, goofy dialogue as a result of the fact that they're, possessed. As a kid, I had no idea what a channeler was. This is something that is not particularly common, at least not with any level of actual, I don't know. Sorry, I was possessed! That's a... I'm gonna start saying that whenever I accidentally, say or do something weird or off-putting. I'm just gonna say, sorry, got possessed. That's a good, fun excuse. Be gone, evil spirit! So, channelers are... they're basically spirit mediums, is the easiest way I can really think to describe it. And that's easiest for me because I'm an Ace Attorney fan, so I know what spirit mediums are. I see Maya turn into... That's a spoiler, I don't know. I'm gonna be weird about spoiling Ace Attorney forever, because, the game is over 20 years old at this point, but at the same time, I'm not gonna spoil it. It's the best visual novel series of all time. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I know of channelers and spirit mediums, and I don't know, as a kid, this was such a bizarre part for me. I didn't understand why these people were saying weird things. I didn't know what it meant to be possessed. I don't know. It's just a really weird thing to put in a Pokemon game. It's implied that these are not their Pokemon, these are just the Pokemon that are possessing them. And this isn't something they really did again in future games. Channelers are always implied to be in control of their ghost Pokemon whenever they appear in future games, and I don't know. It's just a bizarre difference in Generation 1 specifically. So, to be frank, my name's not Frank, but I'm gonna be frank real quick. Most of these trainers just use Ghastly. A few of them will throw in Haunter, but honestly, it's not worth showing all of these battles. They're really boring. Most of them are pretty much just the same. So if it's all the same, I'm gonna be cutting most of these out, probably. Annabelle is faster than Ghastly. I know Annabelle's level 31 and Ghastly is level 23. But Lamp is higher leveled too, and Lamp is a Pokemon that actually focuses on having a decent speed stat. We can't crack the identity of the ghosts! You'd think being possessed by them would give you some idea as to the identity of them. Beat me not! Yeah, okay, I won't. I'll lose this one for you. Oh, never mind. Lamp outspeeds Ghastly now. Okay, it took one more level. Nightshade is actually a pretty scary move for opponents to be using at this point in the game, because these Pokemon are level 22, 23, 24. That's 23, 22, 23, 24 damage that's being done every time they use it, so... That's actually pretty scary. Huh? Who? What? May the departed souls of Pokémon rest in peace. Okay, well, you didn't need to start going into a sermon after being exorcised forcibly, but... Oh boy, here we go. Ghastly. I do need to catch a Ghastly, and I need to go back to a Pokemon Center too, so I think I'll just catch this one. I'll use Dig real quick, and then I'll cut back to when I'm up here again. And it's a good thing I already cut ahead, right? That was embarrassing. Almost invisible, this gaseous Pokemon cloaks the target and puts it to sleep without notice. Alright, I'm back. Ghost! No! Quah! Okay, I'm trying to see what's going on with the sprite. I don't know what she's holding. I'm sure it's something in Japanese culture and I just don't understand, but, like, I don't know. Okay, Ghastly. I actually wanted to bring something up. This design for Ghastly, where it's just a face with a bunch of stray pixels all around it, I love this design way more than the modern one. Don't get me wrong, Ghastly's modern design is also very good. I love just the circle with a face and it's surrounded by gas. I love that. But it can't compare to this one. I don't know. I just imagine seeing like a visibly like toxic cloud of gas and in the middle that face. It looks goofy in game, but you picture seeing that in real life and it becomes very scary. Also, Lamp is really getting her ass kicked in here. I might need to switch her out of the lead. I have her in the lead because I want her getting experience, but it really is not worth the amount of trouble it's been, because now I need to go back to the Pokemon Center again so I can get my Paralyze heals out of the PC. Okay, so being fair to Lamp, Yumi also hit himself in confusion at every possible opportunity in this battle, so, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just an off day for everyone. I must have been dreaming. You... trying to make excuses. Up here we have an Awakening, not the one I need right now. And an HP up, also not something I need right now, but I know who I'm using that on. And you do too. Oh! On my way back up to the 4th floor, I found a Cubone. That's not common this early in the tower, so... I gotta try to catch this. Lamp. The one time you don't need to get a critical hit. Come on. I remembered eventually that I have super repels. Heading up. Yet another floor full of channelers and not much else, but you see the silly-looking floor tiles as much as I do. We'll get there soon. You shall join us. Well, I've already joined you. We're here together on the Lavender Town Pokemon Tower 5F? I don't even remember what floor we're on at this point, but, like, we're already together. I've already joined you. In the tower. I don't want to join you with being possessed, that's a little silly. Or being dead, if that's what you meant, that's also a little silly. I don't really want to be dead. Not right now, at least. One day, Lamp will actually be able to beat a Ghastly. One day. Except I don't think any trainers actually use the Ghastly line outside of this battle until the end of the game. So, maybe it'll be a while. But she will beat a Ghastly. What a nightmare! I was possessed! Everybody's using that excuse. That's a hot new excuse these days. Come, child. I sealed this space with white magic. You can rest here. Entered Purified Protected Zone. Our Pokemon are fully healed. Sitting in that tile will fully heal your Pokemon every time you enter it, so yeah, I didn't actually probably need to go all the way back to the Pokemon Center.
Give me your soul.
No thanks. I like my soul. My soul's awesome. Channeler. Oh! Okay. Haunter's cry is really cool in Gen 1. So, this Haunter sprite is really cool. It's like, it's sort of an upgrade of the Ghost sprite with how freaky it is. Look at how that looked using Confuse Ray. I don't know. This sprite is just a genuine improvement to Haunter's design, and I wish it kept this sort of, like, overly creepy vibe going. Annabelle grew to level 32. I was under possession. Different phrasing, same excuse. Okay. I'm fighting everyone in here just to get lamp experience. Zombies! Yumi grew to level 30 from beating that Ghastly. Huh? I regained my senses. That just reminds me of... So, this is a stupid thing to be reminded of here, probably, but Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. There's the part at the end of the movie when they're chasing Count Dooku, and Padme falls off the ship somehow. I don't remember how it happened, but it did. And Anakin is like very adamant about putting the ship down and going to get her. And Obi-Wan yells in, like, for some reason, just a really memorable tone, "Come to your senses!" And I remember I remember it so clearly because there's a mod for Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, which is a game I have an embarrassing number of hours in. It's called Movie Duels. And Obi-Wan, whenever he, like, does a kick, will shout that line, and it doesn't fit at all, and it's really silly, and I love it so much. And that's all that someone saying "come to your senses" reminds me of, except for the song in Tick Tick Boom. Give me blood. What? I forgot about that one. Okay, I remembered the "give me your soul" lady. I did not remember the lady who just explicitly says she wants blood. Okay. Ooh. Lamp grew to level 28 from that Ghastly and is learning Confuse Ray finally. I'll get rid of Tail Whip for now because I do like having the priority from Quick Attack. We aren't going to be evolving Lamp for a pretty long time, and her stats are going to be really underwhelming as a result. So, the more chances to move first she has, the better. I feel anemic and weak. She still needs blood. That wasn't even the possession, she just genuinely needs it. Okay, well, that's fine. You know, like it or not, she's spitting straight facts. I want to have Lamp try this now that she has Confuse Ray on her side, actually. She's been getting her ass kicked by, like, every Ghastly in the building, but now that she can use its own weapon against it, maybe she stands more of a chance? It probably doesn't help that she just can't use Body Slam or, Quick Attack, so our only option for attacking them is Ember. Okay. It'll hit itself. Nope. One of these days, she will have her chance. I found a wild Haunter. It does get more common with every floor, but, okay, well. Haunter is the Pokemon that I intend to have as the 5th member of my team. 5th permanent member, anyways. Let's rest real quick. If we don't hit ourselves, we're fully paralyzed. Keep using Confuse Ray, please. Be my guest. Okay, we're back at full health. I did speed up to 10 times there. I don't really care. This battle has been very slow and very annoying because this Haunter just keeps confusing Yumi and, like, I want to catch Haunter as a member of the team, so I'm gonna keep trying to catch it. But holy shit, Confuse Ray is so annoying to deal with from the enemy. Luckily, it just missed like 3 times in a row with Confuse Ray, so we'll take that. We'll throw a Great Ball. 1, 2, 3. Haunter was caught. Okay. Gas Pokemon. Because of its ability to slip through block walls, it is said to be from another dimension. It's an Ultra Beast? What to name this one? Okay. I have a fun nickname idea. Gaster. It's a gas Pokemon. It's literally made of gas. The Pokédex says it comes from another dimension. It's spooky. I can't think of a better name than Gaster, genuinely. I wanted to catch a Haunter instead of a Ghastly just because it's so rare, but I was honestly going to look for it on the floor where it's the least rare, and that is not this one, so yeah, I'll take it. Haunter has one of my favorite sprites in all of Gen 1, so of course I wanted to use one on my team. Episode's going long, but we're gonna keep going. I decided I'm gonna go with TM24 Thunderbolt. It's a really strong electric move. I don't have another Pokemon I'm planning to use that can learn it and use it well. I mean, one of them can use it decently well, but I don't want it to use it. I think Gaster is a good use of this TM. That'll probably end up being on his final moveset, even. We've been catching a lot of team members all in a row lately, but, I mean, hey. It's worth it. The team is coming together. I made it all the way here without a single encounter until now. I didn't spray another repel. The game was just being weirdly nice to me. Okay, I'll take it. Continuing on this floor, the one where we left off, like 12 minutes ago. Qua! Can't argue with that. Channeler wants to fight. And Ghastly. Yeah, sure. You're gonna beat me with that. It's Gaster's time. It's time for Gaster's first battle. That's a pretty decent back sprite. And Lick just has an invisible animation on Haunter. Okay, well, just go for Thunderbolt. That's really satisfying to see because of how weak all of Lamp's attacks have been in here. I hate to say it, but Lamp really is getting off to a very slow start as far as, like, being powerful goes. Something fell out! That's not my business. Hair didn't fall out, it was an evil spirit! Oh... Yeah, you know, you get it confused sometimes. It happens all the time to me. Rare candy here that you're forced to take because you literally can't proceed without grabbing it. I keep hoping it's gonna be another Cubone, and it never is. Once we reach here, make sure your party is organized because we are about to fight a boss. I think this is gonna be a fight for Hiket because Hiket can easily deal with this boss.
Be gone, intruders!
Ghost appeared. Sylphscope unveiled the ghost's identity. Wild Marowak appeared. Let's throw a Pokeball at it. It dodged the thrown ball. This Pokemon can't be caught. Marowak is uncatchable. This is a rare instance of a wild Pokemon appearing and being completely uncatchable, making it more like a boss. Why did I make a bio for it? Hell if I know. All I have to say here is that Focus Energy is a useless move that makes critical hits significantly less likely, so it's pretty silly to see it here. Let's just go for Razor Leaf. It got a critical hit with its first hit, so lucky shot, but two can play at that game. Critical hit. Marowak fainted. The ghost was the restless soul of Cubone's mother. The mother's soul was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. In Pokemon Yellow, this is also different.
Be gone, intruders!
Ghost appeared. Silphscope unveiled the ghost's identity. This ghost looks a lot less scary when it's yellow. Wild Marowak appeared. So, we've already gone over it, but it is different in yellow. It's a ground type knowing Tail Whip, Leer, Bone Club, and Headbutt. They knew Focus Energy didn't work because they completely changed Marowak's moveset to have a redundant move on it just to avoid Marowak using Focus Energy. Leer and Tail Whip do the same thing. Okay. So, Pikachu can't do anything here. Well, we could Quick Attack, but that wouldn't do much, and Double Team won't do much, Thunder Wave wouldn't do much, well, wouldn't do anything, Thunderbolt can't affect it. But if you throw a Pokédoll at Marowak, the ghost was the restless soul of Cubone's mother. The mother's soul was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. I like to imagine that the Pokédoll looks like Cubone in Pokemon Red and Blue, just to make this make sense. But it's shaped like a Clefairy in all of its official art. But just let me believe that this sequence break actually has merit. Let's head up. We have some rocket grunts to fight. What do you want? Why are you here? Rocket wants to fight. They've been killing Pokemon. They're the reason Ghastly and Haunter are so common here, so let's have Haunter get a chance to take his revenge. These guys are just gonna have a lot of Zubat, a lot of Raticate, maybe like Coughing, Grimer. But it's nothing Gaster isn't gonna be able to 1 or 2 shot, so this isn't gonna be too bad. 2 Zubat down. Oh, Golbat! Okay, I love Golbat's sprite in Gen 1, so I will not complain about getting to see this disgusting creature. I love this sprite. But still easily taken out by Gaster, with a critical hit no less. I give up! I'm not going to forget this! Me neither, bitch. Murderer. This old guy came and complained about us harming useless Pokemon. We're talking it over as adults. He actually said taking it over. He's the one who messed up, not me. Coughing. That's something Gaster can easily handle. It's gonna make me, like, smile a little every time I say Gaster. The Gaster Undertale is such a funny, like, thing to me. I know I made the whole bonus video about it and how it's, like, kinda sorta spooky, actually, but I don't know. Toby Fox really just made an ARG within Undertale just to mess with fans, and I think it's hilarious. Trying to learn Hypnosis. This move is very inaccurate, but it's a sleeping move. We don't have Margarine anymore, and it's better than Lick. Gaster forgot Lick, and Gaster learned Hypnosis. That's good, I don't want to think about Gaster licking anything. Drowsy. Okay. We might not be able to one-shot this. Unless we put it to sleep first. Good, first time hit. First time using the move and you actually hit. We are off to a phenomenal start with Gaster. I have a really good feeling about this Haunter. And almost half health with that too. Can we knock it out with one more? Maybe we get a high damage roll? Not quite. But it's going for headbutt anyway, so who cares?
Please, no more! Pokemon are only good for making money. Stay out of our business.
Pokemon Nuzlockers be I am completely joking. Nuzlockers are awesome. I'm one of them sometimes.
You're not saving anyone, kid.
Rocket wants to fight. Zubat! Please tell me you're gonna be another guy who just has only Pokemon that are weak to Thunderbolt. Because we easily one-shot this Zubat. I haven't heard Haunters cry in this gen, like, frequently. Listening to it as often as I have, it is a lot creepier than its modern cry. If I can find it, here's Haunter's modern cry. It's not as, like, high-pitched and weird. I don't know if maybe it's just an issue with the emulator or if that's genuinely just how Haunter's cry used to sound, but I like it. It fits Haunter being creepy. And another Zubat. Really making it challenging for me at the very end here. There we go. Critical hit too. I know Haunter has like a 24% crit chance. We're gonna be seeing that a lot.
Don't fight us, Rockets! You're not getting away with this. You're not gonna get away with this!
Okay, Eggman. Speaking of Eggman...
Eh? You came to save me? Thank you. But I came here of my own free will. I came to calm the soul of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has gone to the afterlife. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokemon House, at the foot of this tower.
Before that, in Pokemon Yellow.
Stop right there! Grandpa here wanted to complain, so we're setting him straight. Surrender yourself invisible or prepare to fight!
That didn't rhyme. So soon already? Team Rocket, how did you get here? We needed the Sylph Scope to get up here, and that was in the Rocket hideout, and you were in the Rocket hideout. I didn't have the Sylph Scope yet, but you would have been here even if I used that sequence break before getting the Sylph Scope. Meowth. Meowth is level 27, normal type, knowing the moves Bite, Growl, Screech, and Payday. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, this is identical to Giovanni's Persian, it's just less likely to get critical hits. Thunderbolt should knock it out? Not quite. But Bite won't knock Pikachu out because it didn't from Persian, so we're fine. Quick attack. Alright. Arbok. Their Pokemon have evolved except for Meowth now. Arbok is level 27, Poison type, knowing the moves Bite, Leer, Poison Sting, and Glare. This is honestly less intimidating now that it doesn't have a partial trapping move, but it is scary that it's evolved because Bite could actually do some decent damage here. Yeah. Like so. Hopefully this knocks it out. Okay, critical hit. Good job, Pikachu. Getting revenge. Weezing. Their final Pokemon is level 27, Poison type, knowing the moves Tackle, Smog, and Sludge. It can't learn Sludge, let alone... Well, maybe it can, but it definitely can't by level 27, so... James is cheating. Which is based, because grinding is cringe, so... Good job, James. Beat Pikachu. But not before Pikachu put up like a crazy fight. Let's have Charmeleon deal with this. Charmeleon is sort of Red's second starter, according to Game Freak. Red starts with Pikachu, but in the manga he gets Bulbasaur after that, and he had Poliwhirl before. Well, he gets Bulbasaur first, but he had Poliwhirl before he had Bulbasaur. I don't know. The origin of all of Red's Pokemon is inconsistent, but I am going with his canon team if you couldn't tell, so yeah. You will regret this! Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again! Where did they disappear to? There's a ceiling in here. Back in Pokemon House.
Winter, your Pokédex quest may fail without love for your Pokémon. I think this may help your quest. Upon hearing Pokéflute, sleeping Pokémon will spring awake. It works on all sleeping Pokémon. Has my flute helped you?
We haven't used it yet. I haven't even left your house yet. The Pokéflute, as he said. Now that's a catchy tune. It didn't play anything. It will awaken any sleeping Pokemon in your party if used in battle. Of course, we don't have any sleeping Pokemon right now, but on top of that, this is also the key to access moving past some of the roadblocks we've seen, specifically those sleeping Pokemon. So, next time on Pokemon Generation 1, we are going to be taking the short path to the city where we're going to find our next gym, from Celadon City. See you guys then.